So Adrian, we've got 4 races to go. What and how would you sum up your season in a few words?
I would say quite a good season. Yeah, it's not too bad. Of course, we started a little bit delayed and a little bit behind at the beginning, but yeah, after several point position also in the first race and then Monaco, there was more probably the situation in the race, and being a little bit lucky, we got to a consistent point scoring team really, since I would say from Silverstone to, let's say, Germany onwards, the car was getting much better, very competitive, and always finished in the top 10 most of the times in Q3. So from there on it was very good. So we still got a few rounds, and of course we need to push on. We would love to do it even more consistent from the beginning to the end, but this time it was not possible. We had to change several things in the winter, so that's why I'm quite happy so far with the season. It always can be better, but for us as a team, we're challenging the big teams, and Force India is still a small one, so we can be very proud of it.
And personally, what have you learned? Where were the kind of key points in the season where you learned a lot about both yourself and the car?
The beginning was quite difficult for me as a driver, because we changed the tires. The tires were very different to the Bridgestone tires, and also the car was not there where it should be, so the car was difficult to drive. So both together was for me very hard to get the peak out and to maximize the performance. So it took a little while until I understood everything. The car got better, and then I was also doing much better results. So the beginning was difficult, but I think we handled it very well, and where we are right now is quite good.
And in terms of the Constructors' Championship, how important is a strong finish there for the team as a whole, and how attainable is that in your mind?
Yeah, it's very important, the team championship. So it just means a lot of financial support, let's say, in the end of the season, and that would help a lot to develop the next year's car. So absolutely, every position is very worth a lot and very important. So we have to push on hard for that. I think, yeah, at the moment I think 24 points behind the Renaults, and it's not over yet. So we can, yeah, we can really try to get them. Let's say it's not easy, but I think in 4 races everything is possible. With 2 cars, we have 2 strong drivers in the team with Paul. If we do a result like in Singapore, it goes very quickly. We scored in 1 weekend, we scored 12 points. So make the calculation, and then 2 races will be similar to them. So yeah, I don't give up, and we push on, and it's very nice. We are in a good situation right now. So it was opposite way last year, where we actually had just to defend. So now we actually the one who are challenging the other team.
Let's talk a bit more about that all-important investment and your new partnership with Sahara India Parawa. How exciting is this for the team as a whole?
Yeah, it's very exciting, and we're good news coming up recently. So I think it's just another step in the right direction. So more money for the team, fresh money for the team, a fresh name, and quite big name also in India. So altogether, I think is a strong package, and should be just good for the future.
Let's talk a bit about the most immediate future, when you've got the first ever Grand Prix being staged in India. How excited are you about that, and how much does it mean to the team as a whole? What sort of experience are you looking forward to?
Yeah, interesting one. It's always nice to go to India. So we have been there many times, and it's a kind of adventure, very different culture, so many people, and just very different way of life over there. But I thought it's always interesting. and of course very exciting for us and for me, for myself, to be in an Indian team for the first ever Indian Grand Prix. So I've been in this team since the beginning, so it's nice to see them now going to their home Grand Prix and me as a part of it. So for sure going to be a little bit a different feeling on the grid, but also during the race weekend we have a big PR schedule, a lot of events, absolutely. But I'm sure on the same time on Sunday a lot of fans will cheer for us. So it's gonna be a special crowd, and of course we all hope to do very well there.
How well?
Oh, how well? Well, we always try to do well. That's the problem. Of course, if we could choose, we want to have our best result in India, but also like all the races in Korea and Brazil, Abu Dhabi, wherever we go, we want to do the maximum we can do. And so let's say a top 5 finish would be amazing in Delhi. Yeah. If it's possible, it's another question, but we just have to hope for it.
Now, no pressure, but Dr. Malia is actually liking a podium finish, perhaps.
I know. I was waiting for that, so I know that he said that many years ago, and he always mentioned it. But yeah, we shouldn't put ourselves too much under pressure, because then it just doesn't work. So we know how to do our best job, and then we just have to focus and stay concentrated, and whatever comes, yeah, we can't influence it anyway. So let's see. With luck, maybe a podium. Yeah, I wouldn't say no. And I'm absolutely ready for it and waiting for it since a long time.
And what about the circuit itself? Because obviously no one has driven on it before. What do you know of it? How much have you learnt? And are you pleased the fact that it's going to level the playing field for all the drivers?
Yeah, I haven't learned a lot of it, so we're going to have our simulator session very soon. And from there on, yeah, we can concentrate and see how the circuit is and everything, set everything up in a way. But it will be a new circuit, and we know how to cope with it. We had a new circuit in Korea last year, so it just takes a little while till the grip comes up, and you have to probably run a little bit more than usual to set up your car better. But I don't think, yeah, it's a problem for us. So everyone has the same problems, and that's why it's a quite big challenge. And I always like also new circuits. It's always exciting and interesting.
So what kind of reception are you expecting from the Indian people when you arrive in Delhi?
Well, I hope they will absolutely fanatic about Formula One, absolutely. But I know it's not quite there, but I've realized in the last few years, every year I went there again, and they're picking it up much more. So I think it's also a question of our results. So they have improved quite a lot during the last years, and then you get more popular anyway. So I do expect we have a lot of fans, but for sure in the next few years it will pick up much more. But let's hope to have a big crowd, all cheering for us, all in the Force India outfit. That would be great, because it's probably a unique race then.
And then when you get the podium, they're all going to go crazy.
Then they go crazy, then I go crazy, everyone goes crazy. So let's hope for it, for a good show.
Great. Thank you very much.